So today I'm talking about reliving your childhood and sometimes going back to those places that were so special to you when you were growing up. So keep watching, keep listening. Hope you find this one useful. Welcome back to consecutive day 1657 of a diary of a Runpreneur. And today's topic is all about reliving your childhood and going back to those places that meant so much to you when you were growing up. So before we start, do remember that this is a fundraiser to save lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run blogging on consecutive days of distance all over the world. But effort starts to do give this some engagement. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save. So let's get started. Back to the topic at hand, reliving your childhood. So I'm here running today in Gaywood in Kings Lynn. This is the kind of place where my late nan kind of grew up and lived for the majority of her life until the later years when she came over to Cambridgeshire. But as a child, I used to come and spend summer holidays here. I used to spend a huge amount of time with my nan because she was like a second mum to me, as my mum and dad were working so hard as I was growing up. So my nan would often look after me and built an incredibly strong bond with my nan. Like I say, it was more like a second mother as opposed to a grandparent as such. And every year we always used to come and visit my granddad's grave or granddad's tree at the crematorium where we'd lay a wreath. It was always something that me and my nan would do because my nan, well, I lost my grandfather when I was 6 years of age. So it's the relationship kind of evolved from my being just my nan as my single kind of grandparent on my dad's side. And so that's why the kind of bond is probably so special. And then my nan passed away 10 years ago now. So it's a considerable amount of time ago. And ever since I've been coming back to Kings Lynn every year to basically visit her grave where she now lays in peace, rests in peace with my granddad at the crematorium in Kings Lynn. And I come back every year and it always means so much to me because, you know, I always think about my late nan and, you know, I miss her every day. And every year I come back and do the wreath because it's something that we always did together. I also try and reminisce and remember my kind of childhood memories in Kings Lynn. And I often go around the kind of shopping area or the high streets. And more recently I've decided to start running around where my nan used to live, just to kind of reconnect myself with the area. It's changed an awful lot since I used to come here as a child. Not always for the better, but I'll always defend this place because it was so important to my nan. My nan was incredibly loyal, so she wouldn't have a bad word said about Kings Lynn. And I'll try and defend it in her honour. But I think ultimately the learnings from my diary for today are that, you know, going back to places where we had childhood memories, positive and negative, are quite. It's difficult to explain. It's going back in like a journey through the past, and sometimes you may kind of relive moments that give you sadness, but you'll also relive moments that will give you happiness. And I think so often in life we kind of forget about the past and forget about memories and things that we've kind of made. But the reality, I'm just going to pass someone, so just bear with me a second. But the reality is that life is about relationships. It's about experiences. It's about creating memories with people. And sometimes it takes something to be a catalyst to reignite that memory. And I think that's something that I'll always remember and I'm going to try and persevere with, because it's so easy to forget. But in actual fact, just with a little bit of effort, it's amazing what you can kind of rekindle, whether they're fond, whether they're not so fond. But nonetheless, it's probably still a very important memory as part of your life journey that you shouldn't just disregard and forget, because that's what life's about: experiences, relationships, kindness, caring, memories, things that you've shared with people that can never ever be kind of removed. And I think that's a really, really important kind of concept to take. And that's why I come here. I come and see my nan and my granddad every year. It brings back so many fond memories for me, and so many poignant memories for me as a child, growing up and developing into who I am today. And hopefully it's not a bad thing, and hopefully I owe a lot to my great, well, not great, but she was great, but she wasn't great in the sense of hierarchical family tree, but she was my late grandmother, or nan, as I knew her as, or more appropriately, my second mother. So yeah, try it. It's really kind of, it digs deep into your soul, into your heart, into your memories, and it's really a nice thing to do. There is a really good appropriate word that's just I've lost in my mind at the moment, but it's so nice, so heartwarming, so comforting to do in many respects. And even if it's got bad memories, it might enable you to kind of create some closure on some areas of life that you've been impacted on by your upbringing. But yeah, that's it from me. Questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Do though remember, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, this is some sort of lap of the world, barefoot style, do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment. More people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.